How to apply varnish to exterior woodwork. Difficulty level 1 hammer. Bad weather, ultraviolet rays, insect attacks. Your outside woodwork has to put up with a lot. After careful preparation, give it the finishing coat it deserves. On natural or stained woodwork, wood varnish protects your woodwork while allowing it to breathe. Colored varnish has the benefit of protecting the woodwork from ultraviolet rays. You will need paint stripper, possibly methylated spirits, lightener, sandpaper, insecticide and fungicide treatment, your preferred color of wood varnish, and sanding discs. You will need a spatula, a wire brush, a stiff bristle brush, a sponge, a bucket, a sanding block, and an orbital sander, a paint tray, a paste brush or paintbrush, a brush, and trestle tables. You will need a dust mask, a pair of rubber gloves, safety goggles, and a paint sprayer's mask. Old paint or varnish. Sanding gently before rubbing with paint stripper will speed up the process. Avoid using paint stripper in windy or sunny weather. It might dry out before having time to work. Stripping. Apply the paint stripper. Wait until the old coat starts to blister. Rub the flat parts of the paint with a spatula and use a wire brush for the gaps until you reach bare wood. Rinse with water or methylated spirits if your wood contains a lot of tannin, like oak. Leave it to dry. Be careful. The flakes of paint are toxic. You should take them to the waste disposal center for recycling. Once it is dry, sand gently and remove dust. Remove any dark discoloration from the wood using lightener. Old wood varnish. Use a brush to remove any loose flakes and sand gently with the grain to obtain a smooth surface. Remove the dust. Bare wood. Sand gently with the grain. Remove the dust with a brush. Extra protection. Brush copious amounts of insecticide and fungicide to add extra protection to new wood. Once you have stripped the wood, treat it with lightener. Once the first coat is dry, apply a second coat to thoroughly soak the wood. Stir the product to get a uniform consistency. Thin the first coat a little to help the wood absorb it. With a paint or paste brush, paint using a crisscross technique, then smooth in the direction of the grain. Leave it to dry, following the manufacturer's recommendations. Then sand gently using very fine 120 grit paper. Remove any dust carefully. Apply a second undiluted coat, smoothing it down in the direction of the grain. For vertical woodwork sections, choose a gel, as this doesn't run when you apply it. If the wood is new or very exposed, a third coat of varnish will offer even more protection against the weather. A finishing coat of varnish will preserve the wood grain and offer protection against bad weather and aging.